Okay, it's bringing a second warning now. Okay, Max is fine. Everyone's balls are in. Nothing being stolen. I do see, interestingly, it looks like 5 on wood coming out from the Max. Yeah. Okay. I don't normally see 5 on wood, especially Saracen. But he's bringing, of course, the next board. The deer's been pushed in by the Max, looking really nice. He will drop a barracks right now, so he's going to go for a drush. I mean, he's got a lot of wood. I'm not going to lie, 5 on wood, quite excessive, but barracks will be down. 2 villagers, by the way. They were next to the deer. What about right now from Zuppi? Zuppi's going to put a barracks down up in the north where his gold is. I do like this part of the wall off again earlier on. It will shield this gold. Good for him. What about Venus Cores? Yes, Venus Core again going to go for a barracks himself. So we've got 3 racks being put down now. Oh, make that a 4th. ACCM also bringing his down up on top of the hill. He will be going. I hope they're all going for a drush, but sometimes they could go, of course, go for a man at arms. I think it was yesterday we were watching Tasso and Era, SCB and I thought it would be all 4 drushes, but in fact one of them went up early to fuel age. It was a weird game, not gonna lie, but doesn't mean I always will go for a drush. That's all I'm trying to say. Drop down right now. So he'll be temporarily housed for a second as he's going to bring out those 5 militia. 2 already being immediately sent out. Could walk itself into a wolf, but they will sneak themselves around that on the left-hand side. We're also going to see as well up at the top of the map, ACCM trying to bit of a funky wall up, trying to keep himself nice and safe. Sounds like he will do that, by the way. Max will be scouting out this wall off though. Zuppi's scout will run into the militia there from Venus Call. And likewise there from Venus Call, his scout will know exactly where those militias are running up towards. It looks like Venus Call's going to try and wall off his base before that drush gets in. It looks like it will do that. I mean, it's only got 1 more tile to go. But the problem is, this villager's on the outside of this wall, not on the inside, so it could get picked off if he's not too careful. Gotta be careful. Oh, villager. To the left-hand side, well, like... Oh, a villager there from the Max could go down. A wolf is chasing, as well as the scout there from ACCM. Fortunately, one, the loom, but also the fact that that wolf was being blocked by the scout itself. So, villager will be fine. The drush is actually taking place, though, between Max and ACCM. Looks like a good engagement so far, but a wolf is on the tail. A little bit of extra damage coming in there. Though, thanks to that hill, looks like it will be an even trade, though. Yeah, literally 3 for 3, thanks to that wolf. But nonetheless, if you take the wolf out of the equation, the Max did quite well there. Good positioning on top of the hill, and we'll clean that all up. His scout on full HP too. But ACCM has run away. ACCM will be the first to click up, however. They're at 13 and 4. The last person to click up, though, will be the Max. Picked up just yet. He is starting to go to gold now on 30 villagers, by the way. Only count down for the gold. Rush, of course, getting in here from Zuppi inside Call's base. Now, he is trying to harass the gold, but again, all nicely palisaded inside. And Call's pretty chill about it. It's like, yeah, you can attack that palisade. I'm not going to fight you because you've got 4 militia. That 5th. You never made a 5th, interestingly. But, oh, getting into a bit of action right there. Call just goes in. Zuppi a little bit unawares and will take some unnecessary damage there. So that's practically a militia down. It will go down to begin with. The fight's just kicked off right now, and 1 man down. The scout also getting a bit of action there from Call. Great fight from him, has to be said. Good opportunity made, and it looks like, of course, he's going to do a clean-up job here. Scout. Oh, save your scout, though, Call. He will do on 1 HP. Finish off the wall. Really well played there. I mean, it's cool. Zuppi just probably a little bit caught out napping, has to be said. Archery range blacksmith coming down from Zuppi, unsurprisingly. What about, yeah, cool, stable blacksmith. He's going to go probably down that knight's route. And what about ACCM? Yep, archery range, blacksmith. But finally, last but not least, okay, TheMax is going to go for an archery range, not a stable. Not saying that he should have gone for a stable, but he's going to stick to the archery range blacksmith route as the ACCM is the first to look up to that castle age. Oh, looks like S&B's camera skills are now back, by the way. I'm just looking on the stream. So, ACCM up. Zuppi's also on the way up as well. Just going to wait for the other two to click themselves up as the second range gets put down right now. The two merchants from Cool are making their way across to Zuppi, of course. Nice little bit of scouting information. Could get a little bit harassed into this lumber line as well. Really feels like doing so. Two archers instantly pop out. They will get picked off. Be a bit careful. It will take out one militia, and the other one will probably walk into a TC or something. Yeah, it's dead. Yeah, it's dead. Like, Cool really cares at this point. Cool, though, hasn't clicked up yet. Okay, as I say that, he now clicks up. That was a really delayed click up, it has to be said. He must have really lacked some food there, because he got up at a decent time to that feudal age, but he's the last one to click up to castle age. Max, of course, not following too far behind Zuppi, though. That is like, yeah, exactly 18 minutes. But everyone's fully walled up. I expect this game to go very long from this, just because, one, the walls to begin with. I mean, look at TheMax's walls. He's really far forward with them. This is your only slight concern I have. Is that you're going to get to this castle age period, and you, like, for someone like TheMax, like, your walls are really far, and you haven't got any stone walls behind that. So it would take, like, you know, 10, 12 crossbows plus 2 up on a hill. Say goodbye to that palisade wall. You're in, son. So, I say it'll be a long game, and it probably will be. But with palisade walls like that, easy to get into, could be a different story. As we now see ACCM coming across with those crossbows. And we'll just literally run into TheMax there. Max pops out those archers and we'll lose one instantly. Instant deletion. Fortunately, no ballistics though, so he looks like he'll get away relatively unscathed. A little bit more arrows damage though. Crossbow will be coming in shortly. ACCM hasn't got any bodkin arrow either, by the way, so. The archer does get picked off though. Looks like Max is trying to micro as best he can. Wait for that crossbow to kick in and then look to engage. But great position from ACCM. Clings to that tiny mound. We'll call it a mound. But he's got to be careful though. He's in pretty much the archery range building here. So the reinforcements will come very shortly. And he could get picked off. So yeah, the extra 2 reinforcements now just... It looks like that ACCM's going to have to back off. But great play there. A couple of units lost there for Max, unfortunately. By the other side right now, well, crossbows moving forward, but the knights are chasing them down. And with +1 defense already up, and of course, you know, the knight bonus that they have as Franks means 120 HP, pretty disgusting. That +1 armor. I expect, yeah, it's going to go all the way back. I'm still a little bit surprised that I wouldn't maybe see maybe a monastery. I would probably think if I was Aztec that monks would be quite good in this game, just for a defensive purpose, but he will put a TC at a very interesting location, very close one to the archery range, very close to the edge of the map, but also it will cover some woodline and the gold, and I think he's prioritized that. I would maybe thought sort of like a TC there or something, or maybe here, I don't know, but a bit hard for this gold actually, I'll be honest. Maybe somewhere here, but looks like it's going to TC towards the south. It will claim that extra gold. Guess you for it, to be honest. Just interesting. Well, maybe a TC there, but you may do another one there later on. But he's really good with the crossbows right now. The +2 attack has been done. Looks like that TheMax and ACCM are having a little bit of a poke and jab, but in comes Cool here, by the way. A little bit of teamwork coming up between these two players. But here and there means nothing. Shut up, SFA. I can say, shut up. Still burning me. burning me. So we'll have a quick look at the populations. 36 for ACCM, 40 for Cool. While Zuppi and, TheMax looking pretty strong themselves, 45 and 39, so still quite close, but Zuppi is opening up a small advantage so far as it they're trying to start poking and prodding inside the palisade wall of the Max here. Unites in a few crossbows. Max is in a little bit of a problem here because this gold here at the back is on the hill, can't really TC it, very hard to protect now. As the Knights and the crossbows look to move in, Bodkin arrow now being done by ACCM. I think it looks like the Max will probably have to abandon this gold mine in a second. And he does choose to right now. Crossbows move into the gold, won't be able to find anything, but this wood line here to the south of TC could lose a couple of bills. But again, the Max here really on the ball. Will even kill the crossbow. Yes, delaying the eco a little bit. He will TC up to the north of his base where the extra gold is, so good decision making there from the Max. But he is losing a lot of eco time. Really needs Zuppi here to get along with those crossbows. But this is the problem I'm finding at this point. Both players going crossbows, and Cole here, of course, going into the Knights with a +2 defense. Just frontline that. Like, just with all those crossbows, I mean, where I'm like a little bit concerned at this sort of midpoint of the castle age. Like, Cole can just run this game over. Look at this, 2 stables already up. I can imagine 3, 4, 5 stables just continuously pumping in. They'll be now arriving, of course, with the crossbows. Harassed them by the Knights, but he is microing particularly well. Kaisi get back, getting close to TC. And with that extra damage coming out, it should be able to help clean up most of these Knights. There's a few crossbows on the way. Cool's going a bit too deep, if you ask me. And he will run away. Whilst it looks like the Max and ACM are sort of juking it out on the left-hand side here. Imagine ACM trying to pick up a couple of bills here. These two, yep, definitely goners. That's one. That's... Okay, that was... Okay, this is the... Oh my god, that bill! What a ballsy bill! He wasn't taking shit. With all that time, I managed to sort of pick up some of the crossbows and ACM, and this will be a clean-up job. That villager, what a champion, just stood there and was baiting it. He's going to bait that villager back in again. Like, come on, son. After a hard day's work, it looks like the villager will go and put a farm down, but... Man, that's funny. So that's like, Cole's going to come in with some Knights right now. Zuppi actually makes his way back with a few more crossbows to his own base, and he should be able to take care of his TC on the left-hand side with his level as really nice, covers the gold. I was thinking about a place where you could TC. There's actually a really nice location. Gold next to the wood line. Ballistics would be handy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, he is getting ballistics. But good work so far from Zuppi. He's able to be in both places at once, helping out the Max and at the same time, defending his own base. Of course, that Aztec eco is starting to build up 72 villages at the moment. Starting to strip ahead of ACCM and Cool. That Imperial Age not too far away. I mean, yes, he's got 124 food, but with the handcart coming in and that gold shaft mining, hard to see it's starting to rack up. That Bill MVP. Yeah, damn right, Nimano. He is MVP. Look right now as Zuppi is having some fun here with VNS Cool. A lot of crossbows, but also the same thing with the Knights. No damage upgrade coming out. Put that bite in the back. Oh, he does. Nice. Too many crossbows for VNS Cool's liking. I feel like VNS Cool really needs to get a move on. I mean, like I'm talking, drop the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th stable now. I mean, what's his economy like? Actually, okay, maybe not. He's going to try and click up. Maybe a fast cavalier approach? He's forgot a Imperial building. Okay. 71 bill click up it will probably be, or something close to. Ahead of the Aztec? Impossible. Oh, he's going to do it. All about that free heavy plow, yo. Well, I told him to get a move on, and he has. He's completely ignored that. It's going to click up. And Zuppi clicked up at the same time. This is actually going to be really interesting. Because the Elite Eagle Warrior comes up much faster than the Cavalier. Plus, it's relatively cheaper to do because 50 gold and like 20 food, like you just got to mine a crap ton of gold, and the food economy is just already there for Zuppi. Like, what you need to do, one upgrade, it's just done like 60 seconds. You can do pretty much most of the other upgrades. I'm just looking from an efficiency perspective, you can get like 3, 4, 5, 6 Raxes down and just start doing huge amounts of damage. But if Cool could survive relatively long enough and keep himself safe through walls and stuff like that, and of course that Cavalier upgrade will be huge, especially to get that little bit extra HP does matter. Mangonel comes in, tries to pick up Zuppi's crossbows, splits once, goes for more of a staggered formation, will lose about 5 crossbows. Not the best of tricks. ACCM forgot Horse Collar. Oh. All those farms, ACCM. 6 food, 6 food, 60 food, 30 food. That's a lot of wood to be spent shortly. But luckily he's Celt, so shouldn't have any wood problems. But ACCM will also be on the way up. Max is somewhat struggling still here. He's had 6-7 bills. Only behind here. I haven't even talked about late game Celt here, by the way, which is going to be a bit disgusting against, well, Aztec. Also against Saracen to a degree. Especially if the Saracen player's behind, which Max is. Good luck with that. I mean, it depends what ACCM's going to go for, but I imagine it's going to be Elite Warrior Raiders. I mean, he's already got one castle up, he's going to go into the next stone pile. Yeah, I expect to see Elite Warriors. Oh, he's sending out some villagers forward too. But we'll catch up on that in a second as the crossbows and eagles start to push out forward here. Pikeman coming in from Zuppi. Wait, Arbalest and Bracer? Oh. Well, huge engagement, but it looks like Venus Cool's doing a really solid job of this so far. He will clean up most things here. The villager's going to get picked off. Not a good fight there from Zuppi, and that went horrendous, in fact. And you know what? Cool's got a decent amount of military. 22 army. I mean, and the Aztecs on 9. Yeah, he went far too... I think he should have just waited for that Elite Eagle, or built, like, just, I don't know, just... That did not go well for him. But anyway, he's going to try and regroup his units, of course. He has got that 5 racks I was talking about. But now the Cavalier is about halfway to being done, and the clock is on. These Eagles have got to get damage out, and now the Elite Eagle Warrior is kicking in. The +4 defense also coming through. Still not enough units though, if you ask me. The +4 defense comes in being as cool. The crossbows are now behind it. There's even a cheeky spearman onto the field here, but that gets nailed by the crossbows. Max trying to steal as much resources as he can. The Eagles here doing some good damage now. Going to try and pick off these back markers of the crossbows. And so far, well played by Cool. He's kept Zuppi back at his own base. The cavalry is about to kick in any second now with some iron casting thrown into it. Crossbows will be destroyed.
Yo.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah, good job. Thank you very much.
What a great time to come back. We hit the Imperial Age.
Yeah, I just went. It was totally deliberate, obviously.
There's a lot of beeping. I think your TeamSpeak was like beeping throughout the entire server.
Like Nimano was like, he hasn't got that option disabled, and I'm a noob for that. But actually, I like it. But at this present moment, yeah, couldn't have without it. I really like what Cool did though. Just like really racing to the Imperial Age. Zuppi made a ton of army, which is why he was so comparatively slow as Aztec compared to his Frank's opponent. But yeah, like just trying to race the Aztec to the Imperial Age and going mass cavalier straight away is a really good strategy to Aztec going fast in Elite Eagle Flood. I remember Slacktarn telling me to do it in one of our games many months ago.
Zuppi. I thought you were criticizing Cool.
No, I'm not criticising Zuppi, because Zuppi made a lot of army and he obviously felt he needed to do that, but I'm saying Cool's strategy to not overcommit into flooding knights and then go up is meaning that they can actually deal with the Elite Eagle Flood straight away. Look at this box formation.
I know!
Where do you see this shit?
That's next level, man. I mean, Oh boy. You see, I don't know. I quite like this sort of. I mean, well, it's risky, but it might work. I don't know. I mean, like, Paladin's going to come in with blast burners. Frank Paladin.
Yeah, I think they're like. I mean, the scores kind of tell you, but I think Vietnam are in firm control now.
But it's not really much on the right hand side. It's got a left, and Max is just not having fun. That's for sure.
Yeah. But he was the guy that suffered the most damage in the Castle Age, I think.
Yeah, he took a bit of a hit. Oh, on the right hand side, Bull is just cleaning up those eagles.
Yeah. +4/+4. Paladin, 192 HP. I mean, those eagles are still like I think they fight cost effectively, possibly, but they lose the fight. And if you lose too many fights, you lose the war. Oh, let's check the hole over the bottom right.
That's great general strategy. Otherwise, if we lose too many fights, we've lost the war.
There's a hole by Zuppi's University. And by the archery range, actually. What am I on about?
Yeah, I don't know what. Tell you what though, ACCM is just going to trawl through the max. Like what does, like, in this game in particular, what does the max do with Saracen versus Celt? Yeah, Mameluke's great, but he's just lost 2 castles. Gets Celt. I mean, Arbalest? Oh, yeah, the guy's got pretty decent siege. I mean, poor Max. I mean, look, we'll see here as well, like, Zuppi's going Aztec pikes, which haven't got garden walls, which is the biggest problem. I mean, they're just pretty crap, to be honest.
Yeah, and the thing is, what you do then as well, if the Frank player doesn't fancy it, is they just run over and just kill your ally. Which,
well, the thing I would do is Frank next, like with pikes and stuff. I just like at this stage, but cool. Just go throwing axe. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, good win for Vietnam there. I think strategically they came out on top.
Actually.
Like I was saying, Cool's choice was good. They forced Zuppi to make so much army that he wasn't a fast imp like an Aztec typically would be. Nice game. See if
yeah, it did. It was nice.
They should pull off.
The question is though, if it went round the other way, as in like Max just took the hit, like Zuppi just didn't make much army, just enough to defend himself. I'm talking like, you know, a few crossbows, maybe a couple of monks just to hold the line in his own base. Boom like a madman. Do you remember that game that you casted? What was it? Metal RTS. Was it Metal RTS and Stefan? Against who it was, and Stefan just won the game because, well, Metal was being mental,
Yeah.
and Stefan actually played it, just wrecked on 2 sides.
Yeah.
Another game slammed in a similar thing as well, but crazy.
The thing, like what Cool did there was the kind of thing Tattoo would have had to have done yesterday, but the problem is he was Britons, and like, what do you do? Like, you can't do a fast rush into champs with Britons, really. Like,
yeah.
The Civ that Cool had there was so much better suited to kind of matching the Aztec fast imp and then having an actual unit that can chase them over the map and counter them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. But anyway, the game 2 will be no switch civs. So I'm interested to see what they will do different to the VNS team, because actually, in all fairness, they're actually really strong. All of them are really strong civs. It's just I think it's one of those sort of games where I think it has to go down map generation, but how they play it. But you know what I mean.
Right, Spectator is counting down. I'm going to be right back, like 30 seconds.
You know, I would like to see people. I would like to see whoever takes Saracen next game do the market strat, where you basically got a feudal age with a fair few in gold, and you just go scouts. But I'm talking, you go 2 stable bloodlines really early, and just go scouts for them. Like, it's a terrifying thing to see. Very high risk, but awesome reward. But I doubt we'll see it. 20 seconds to go.